In today's video, we're looking at how to make a fee-free application for entry clearance to join your spouse or parent in the UK. As most of you will know, making an entry clearance application to the Home Office or making an application to join your spouse in the UK is very, very expensive. The fee has two components. The first component is the application fee itself, and then the second component is the immigration health surcharge. Now, the immigration health surcharge alone is 100,000, it's 1,035 a year. And if you're coming as a spouse, you're coming for 2.5 years, but they always add 3 months to it. The average fee for spouses to come to the UK on a 2.5-year visa, which is usually 2.5 plus 3 months, is over £5,000. Although it's charged in dollars, you pay in pounds. This video is to advise and provide assistance to our community members, particularly as this option to make a fee without paying the fee is a very recent provision. There has been a lot of case law in this area, starting with the case of Carter, the case of Omar, and the 2020 case of 𝙁𝙚𝙚 who is a Ghanaian national and took the Secretary of State to court. Through that, we now have provision for people to make application to come to the UK without paying the fee. First of all, there is only one requirement. You have to show that you cannot afford the fee. The decision on making the affordability test is to provide a credible and convincing evidence that you cannot afford the fees. So if you're coming from a country like Ghana, where the economy is informal and most people will usually buy things in cash, you need to be conscious of the fact that you have to provide evidence or some receipts, a bank statement to show that you cannot afford the fee. My advice is that if you have a Momo or money transfer account, which is on the mobile phone, either MTN or Telecel or Vodafone or any of the other ones, the cash payment, make all your transfers and payments using the Momo account. That way you can use your Momo account as a bank account, and the statement will qualify as evidence of your income and expenditure. Most people do not have a regular income. Again, you need to provide evidence of what you receive. So the income can be anything from regular payments to you, which is to the Momo account or bank account, salaries and wages, or income from self-employment. Or if you're somebody who does trade, for example, either skills like hairdressing, plumbing, carpenter, then clearly you will be paid in cash or by Momo. So use your Momo account. Make sure that when you use the Momo account, you provide a 6 months statement for the Momo or the mobile money transfer account. Ask the MTN or any of those providers to give you a statement covering 6 months. Make sure that you explain every item which is irregular or expensive, because when it comes to the Home Office determining whether you cannot afford the fee, what they will be looking at is whether you've been making any extravagant or luxurious purchases. So if there's something that you've purchased which is quite expensive, please explain what was purchased, how much it is in pounds. When you're using your country currency, you need to convert that currency online using the link called Oanda, O-A-N-D-A link. That will help you to convert the currency. Once you've been able to show the money that comes onto your Momo or your bank account, that will be your income. The expenditure will usually be things like rent, utility bills like gas, water, electricity, food and clothing. Your travel costs will be either Uber, taxis, minibus, or in Ghana we call it trotro, or you can also show evidence of your grooming, which is you spending money on your hair, you spending money on barbers, you spend money at the nail salon, your clothing as well. How much do you spend a month on clothing? Critical that when you put the money you spend on food. It's advisable if you can find some receipts. Most people will use their Momo account to do that. Once you've done your income and expenditure, your sponsor in the UK will also do their income and expenditure. They will have to do their bank statement and go through the usual expenditure. Please make allowance for social and religious activities because there's a provision for that. So if you spend money on social drinking, on outing, or you pay tithe to your church, which is a religious activity, make provision for that in the expenditure. Finally, once you've got this together, do a cover letter to explain things which are unusual. Add your passport details, add some of the receipts, and add a detailed cover letter to explain exactly what income you have, why you cannot afford the fees. This should cover both yourself in the country you are and also your sponsor in the UK. We hope this video is helpful. However, if you want any further details, do not hesitate to call BWF solicitors on the numbers above or send us an email. Please follow us, like our video so that in future when we share videos, you'll be able to receive it.